What's up everybody, it's Kev, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the all-new MacBook Pro. Let's get started. Before we get started with the unboxing, I wanted to go ahead and say that I do have a channel update at the end of this video. So if you've been kind of curious as to what's been going on, check out the end of the video, but more on that later. Let's get into the actual unboxing video. So today in my hands, I have the all-new MacBook Pro M3 edition from Apple, and that comes with 18 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage in the format of an SSD, and it comes in the 14-inch screen size. It comes in two variations, which is the 14 and the 16, and a lot of people are kind of shocked that I got the 14, just because I'm a pretty large guy, I have pretty big fingers, but when I went to the store, I noticed that the keyboard is actually the same whether you get 14 or 16. I don't know, a lot of people aren't talking about that when I've seen the videos on YouTube, but the keyboard size itself isn't the same. You're not actually getting a bigger keyboard just because the screen is 2 inches bigger. They instead just fill up the sides with just more aluminum, which I wasn't a fan of. So I didn't really care about getting that 2 extra inches for the screen size. I'd rather just have a more compact laptop. So I went ahead and went with the 14-inch laptop. So let's get started. I've gone ahead and peeled away the back just so it's easier on video and that it's cleaner, there's not a mess everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this guy over and we can take off the front cover. So I'm just gonna pop this off. And right off the bat, just like all other Apple products, you know, Apple does an absolutely killer job at packaging these things. It feels like $1,000,000. You get it and you just feel so special opening these products. It's so special that, hey, I'm making this video. You know, it's something that you don't forget, and for some reason, you don't even want to throw away the box when you're done. You have the actual product you want, but for some reason, Apple has done such a good job at providing that special experience with their packaging and that premium feel of their packaging where you're just like feeling guilty about throwing away the box. And I'll give you a great example of that. I still have my old iPhone boxes. I still have the iPhone 4, the iPhone 5, iPhone 6, and I probably have much more if I just keep looking. And that's just because of what I talked about. They just do such a phenomenal job. Anyways, this is not an Apple packaging video. This is a unboxing and first glance video. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the side. Okay, so it looks like I have some paper protecting the Mac, and then I have a pull tab. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Oh wow. Okay, so this pull tab is actually pulling the entire laptop up for me to grab. I don't like it. It feels a bit insecure just because it's kind of like wax paper, and I'm like, hey, this is like a $2,000 laptop. So I wish that was like more of this like hard cardboard paper versus this wax paper, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that and then grab it. Yeah, I did not like that feeling. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, so this peels right off. And wow, okay, all right, let's go. Just looking right on to the back, you can see that we have it say MacBook Pro debossed right into the metal. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. I don't think anyone buying this is going to forget and confuse themselves that they bought a MacBook Pro versus any other laptop or a MacBook Air. But it is nice that they kind of just did that, because I don't know of any other Macs off the top of my head that actually have it stamped somewhere into the laptop. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not too familiar with the Apple MacBook lineup, so if you're familiar with that and if I'm completely wrong, please let me know. Aside from that, yeah, no, it looks pretty great. This black honestly looks phenomenal. I'm so glad I went with this color choice. Yeah, okay, nothing else really on the back. You have some exhaust ports on the side for heat along the sides and then along the back too. And just a quick comment about that, you know, Apple does an incredible job of hiding their exhaust vents. So unlike the MacBook Air, this is the MacBook Pro, and the MacBook Pro actually comes with forced induction cooling. And so what that means is it basically has these exhaust ports for air to be able to be blown out of, to be able to cool the laptop. So it's nice that they've kind of hidden those away, and then I've also added that design element of it. Apple is just incredible at doing that. They've really mastered that art of hiding functionality in the form of aesthetics. And let's look at this from the front. Front, again, it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm super happy that this logo is in like a black shiny finish, and the rest of the laptop just feels absolutely incredible and premium. Going over to the sides, I'm noticing that we do have our magnetic charging port as expected with the MacBook lineup, along with 2 USB-C ports, and surprisingly a 3.5mm auxiliary jack. Now that's surprising, and I'll talk about that for just a second. It's surprising because Apple is like the king of getting rid of stuff, right? And so it's surprising that they're still shipping a product with this still there. I get the narrative where, you know, this could be for like a DJ or someone who has professional work with audio and needs that cable interface, but it's still just it's a nice thing to laugh at. Moving over to the other side, we have a full SD card reader for pictures and videos. Then on top of that, we have a USB-C port and a full-size HDMI cable. Let's open this guy up. Okay, opening this guy up, we have our paper here to protect the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and move that out of the way. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty awesome. We have our speakers right onto the side. And I mentioned that earlier, so for the MacBook Airs, you actually don't have the speakers right here on the side. It's just aluminum. That's just how they did it. Massive trackpad as per the usual, and you have a Touch ID interface right here on your top right corner of the keyboard. And aside from that, everything else looks pretty standard for a Mac. The screen looks absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can tell on video, but it is absolutely incredible. I will say one thing, I've just kind of touched this keyboard just with my thumbs here and there during this unboxing, but man, it is picking up oil like from your fingers and natural finger marks very easily. So I really hope that as time goes on, that's not going to be like something that stands out when I use this laptop, because it's just going to drive me insane and I'm going to want to clean it all the time. So maybe I'll give you guys an update on this. What do you guys think? Maybe a 6-month update on the MacBook? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Overall, besides that, yeah, it looks pretty good, pretty stellar. Nothing immediately stands out to me as like mind-blowing by any means, but yeah, let's go ahead and do the initial setup and open it up. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the initial setup. And so what I'm going to do is show you guys how the Touch ID works. Is I have my index finger, I've already set up the Touch ID, and so what I'm going to do is just rest it over the Touch ID pad, and boom, just like that, it is automatically unlocked. Yeah, it was pretty seamless. Nothing was super complicated. One cool thing I did want to mention though is that Apple actually gives you the ability to migrate your data from a Windows machine to the Mac. Now, I have never seen that ability for Windows to be able to migrate data from Mac natively, so it's pretty incredible that Apple has thought of that feature and has integrated it within their laptop setup so that those Windows users who are getting a Mac, kind of like me, have a very easy way of transferring their data if they choose to onto the Mac ecosystem. Gotta give a shout out to Apple. So aside from that, I'm gonna put that aside. And yeah, it looks pretty solid, guys. So coming back to the main package, we have a card with, I'm guessing, a manual, and we have our charging cable for this product. So this is a magnetic charging cable. So you get your laptop and you have these pins off to the side, and you literally just click it into place and it catches well, and now you're charging. Pull it away, no issues. What's really nice is they actually took the time to color match this cable to the laptop. Now, I love Apple for doing such subtle things like this. I think they do it like the best compared to everyone else, where they're always like trying to find that accessory to just personalize or make you feel better about, so that you end up just using their version of it versus like a third party. And yes, I know all MacBooks come with this, but you know, adding that extra element of, hey, we made this a black cable versus like a normal cable, it makes someone want to reorder this specifically from Apple if something were to happen to this or if they were to lose this. And it just makes the whole experience and package look a lot more premium. So shout out to Apple for that. It looks fantastic. Opening up the manual, it says designed by Apple in California, of course. And it looks like we have the manual as expected. Who reads these anymore? Next. Okay, this is fun. We have 2 Apple stickers for us to use and put somewhere. I'm not really sure. I've actually never understood this for Apple products. They all come with Apple stickers and I never know what to do with them. I know I've seen some people put them over their cars. I've seen some people put them on their laptops. And funny enough, laptops that aren't Apple, which is even more hilarious. But yeah, I don't know what they do with these. So if you have an idea or if there's something that you absolutely do with these stickers, let me know. I always just kind of shove them back in these boxes and let them collect dust. But if there's a cool thing, I'll do it. Let me know. One thing I noticed though is that they actually color match the stickers too to match the theme of this. Now I have the black edition MacBook Pro. I didn't order the other colors, so I don't know if they made, if I coincidentally am getting black on black, but it is a nice touch. I don't know if the other laptops ship with a different color, but to make them feel better and make Apple look better, I'll say that they put in this extra effort to make this logo black. Okay, aside from that, we have just cardboard. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. And underneath our manual, we have the brick. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Okay, so it's standard brick. It comes with USB-C to plug in to your charger. I gotta say, one thing I'm a bit disappointed though is that Apple took this extra effort of making this cable black, but then they didn't make this charging block black. They left it in this super gloss white color. And I don't know, it just feels like, you took the extra step to make this charger black instead of white like it typically is. But then why would you not just take that extra step to make this black too? I don't know. Maybe it's just too much work. I'm not sure, but they're already having to put in the work of making black cables and I'm guessing whatever other color cables there are for the Mac. So I'm not like upset, but it's just kind of like, you were right there. All you had to do was just change this to black and it would have just felt and been a better package. Okay, and then aside from that, we have nothing left. It's just an empty box. But as per the usual, Apple does incredible with these boxes, so I am going to neatly put all my trackpads in it, just like this, and this, just like that, and then put the lid back on, and for some reason, I'm probably going to store this somewhere in my house for the next 20 years, so let me know why I shouldn't do that in the comments below. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have here for the unboxing. Again, the specs, like I talked about, this comes with 18 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and people are like, oh man, why didn't you get 1 terabyte? And the reason why I didn't get 1 terabyte is because I already have an iCloud account with Apple, which means I already paid for storage space, and I didn't see really a need to get a 1 terabyte drive, especially when SSDs are so cheap now. I know I can't upgrade this, but I can get an external SSD. I have iCloud, and then on top of that, this is just more easy to pick up at the store. I didn't have to do anything else. Yeah, it was just simple. That's it. As far as why I got this model specifically, I was kind of torn between the MacBook Air M2 and the MacBook Pro M2, but when the time came for me to buy it, the M2 Pro was actually out of stock everywhere around me, and so I was really left with the M2 Air, which only comes with 8 gigs of RAM, or I just go ahead and upgrade to the M3 Pro. And so I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and do that, and since I have iCloud and all these other things, I don't really need that upgrade on storage space. And that's why I got this guy. So yeah, I hope you liked this unboxing video, and then if you're interested, stay tuned for the channel updates. So channel updates, let's talk about that for a second. So I originally started this channel called The Modest Gamer for very reasonably priced Windows-based machines for gaming. And I did that because I absolutely love computers. They've been a love of my life now, surprisingly, for, I don't know, maybe like 10 years now. I've absolutely loved them. And I've grown up with Windows machines, built a ton of machines over time, helped a lot of people build them. But this is not modest. This is not modest at all. This is not even for gaming. This is a MacBook Pro M3, the brand new, latest, greatest model. So why am I talking about this on this channel? So the problem is that PC gaming hardware has just gotten too expensive. That is the truth. You know, you've had prices tripling across the board and everything. And that has gotten a lot of people off the market to be able to make these great machines. They now have to double think, triple think, and quadruple think to be able to get these machines made. So I'm instead going to be pivoting this channel into just stuff I want to talk about, which is all related around technology, maybe some product unboxings like this when I get the chance, and just whatever else is kind of on my mind. So if you're interested in that, or if you want to see some more gaming content from me, I can maybe try doing streamings through Twitch or something. I don't know. Let me know. Give me some ideas in the comments. But aside from that, yeah, I want to try to post a lot more, but I also want to try to be a lot more raw. I think I spent a lot of time editing and trying to make sure these videos were funner, but I think it's more important to just kind of talk what's on my mind and get them posted. So I'm going to be doing that a lot more. Let me know what you guys think, and just for fun, I'll even be editing this video on this laptop using iMovie exclusively, just to be able to challenge myself. I was using Premiere before, but you know, I want to keep things simple now. I've done the complicated route, and as much as I like that, I need to be simpler, and if I want to try to post more, this is what I'm gonna have to do. And yeah, aside from that, guys, I hope you like this unboxing. Apple, again, killed it as per usual, and I'm super excited to be able to use my first MacBook Pro, or Mac ever, period. So thanks for watching, and until next time.